Howdy YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Gunman. So today we've got another spray gun review, and today we're reviewing the brand new SATA Street Art Edition. So the gun in and of itself is just a SATAjet X, available in all the usual setups. So you can get it in RP, HVLP, or even the CC. Now I opted for the RP 1.30 this time because previously I have been really enjoying the SATA CC, but we've recently just changed clear coats from the 105 to the LVC 131, which is the new clear coat from PPG. And yeah, the first few jobs I actually did with that new clear coat, I was using the CC, and I found that it was a bit hungry. It was just a little bit too slow. It did lay it down nice and glassy, but on the other hand, I also already have a CC, so I didn't necessarily need another one because I've already got one. So I did opt for the faster O pattern. So that's not the flat pattern, it's got more of an oval pattern. That meaning if you're standing behind the gun and you pull the trigger onto a piece of paper, you'll see it's got a bit more of an oval type pattern. But the gun in and of itself, it's a pretty nice looking gun. I wouldn't say it's one of the best I've ever seen. It still looks pretty cool. But one thing that I was sort of showing here, I was a little bit surprised at those little bit silver bits. There seems to be more than what I remember on many of the other limited edition SATAs, and definitely these DV1s. As you're having a look here, the DV1s, the quality of the wraps are absolutely incredible, especially that Gambler and the new school, which is like the Nebula sort of look-alike. And even this old school one here, look at the quality of those wraps. I think is a little bit higher. Maybe SATA. I actually like a bit of competition in the spray gun game. I'm not giving SATA a hard time, but they do have a little bit of work to do to get up to the quality of DeVilbiss. But in saying that, DeVilbiss were behind for a while. They didn't have any of these wraps for a good 3 or 4 years. I believe something happened behind the scenes, and yeah, I won't get too much into that, but they're back now, of course, and they've got some of the best quality and best designs out there as far as limited editions go. But yeah, as you can see there, the 1.30, it's an absolute cannon. And yeah, hang around for another minute. We're going to take it straight into the spray booth and get some clear coat down. But like I say, this gun, this limited edition SATA, of course, is available in all the usual setups: digital, non-digital, HVLP, RP, and CC, as I mentioned before. I would actually like to see SATA maybe bring out a 1.3 XL or whatever they want to call it, even a 1.4 for that CC, because I would have gone for it. But like I say, I do actually find the SATA CC a little bit slow for certain clears, right? So the 105, as I mentioned before, absolutely perfect. Another thing I would like to quickly mention is, and also say thanks to Spray Guns Direct for sending it out, but look on the base of this gun, they've got a little air swivel, right? So that basically makes it so that your air fitting's gonna turn around in the airline. I found it totally unnecessary, right? But it's not a big deal if you've got the digital, because you don't need to put an analog gauge. But if you wanted to save yourself a few dollars, you can get this part, and I have the part number right here for you. It is 134098. So if you go onto Spray Guns Direct website and just type in 134098, you'll be able to find that little, yeah, it's a swivel lock, I guess, and it gets rid of that swivel, because they all ship with a swivel. Even the non-digital version, which to me is just silly. Like, I've never really understood why they do that. I actually do find those swivels totally unnecessary. Most other spray guns don't have them and don't need them, because your air fitting will actually spin around in your air fitting. And this is what I said to Chris one day from Spray Guns Direct. He's talking about those swivels, and I said, mate, if your air fittings are that old that they're grabbing, so if your air coupling is that old that it's grabbing your air fitting, upgrade your air fitting. We don't need a spray gun company to come in and put a swivel on the gun, because it's just totally unnecessary, like I say. So it's handy to have that little part now. So I've gone and put that on my SATA, which is a non-digital, my SATA CC, sorry. So yeah, 134098, handy little thing to have. Look, I've been a pretty vocal critic of many things from SATA, and I think most of those critics, I still stand by most of them. And same with PPG. But in saying that, I'm starting to sort of come around. When the evidence changes, you know, the opinion changes. That's what I would actually like to say, that I still think that I've been pretty objective in my opinions on SATA. And I look, objectively, you can say what you want. They're the most expensive. Look at the price, you know. And generally in most industries, right, the most expensive thing is not always the best. There can be that perception among some people, I want the best, so I'll just pay the most. It's usually not like that from my experience anyway. There's usually sort of like a happy medium right in the middle where you hit that value for money and they value and quality. When those two sort of come and meet in the middle, that's usually when I'm going to be the buyer, right? So look, the absolute truth of it, I would not buy a SATA. I still would not, right? I've used most of the spray guns on the market, especially like all of the top line ones, right? And maybe you may like some of the things, and I'm not, you know, criticizing you if you do like certain things about SATA better, like that's fine. But objectively, I wouldn't say like that. It's not gonna make you a better painter having a SATA compared to a DeVilbiss compared to an Iwata, right? Or maybe a DeVilbiss will make you a better painter. No, I'm just joking. A Pro Light will. Yeah, Gunman Edition Pro Light, if they ever make one. Yeah, well, I've been trying to get one of those made for years, so hold off, guys. Don't buy this spray gun. No, I'm just joking. You can if you want. And there will be a link in the description on that note. But yeah, like I said, even the PPG, the data has changed. The products have changed. I've totally changed my opinion. I'm really starting to warm to it. I'm still not the biggest fan of their colors. I'll stand by that. It's sort of hit and miss. They're not terrible. They're just not as good as, you know, what I've sort of got used to with sort of standoffs and that. So I can color match is not that big of a deal. And yeah, this clear is incredible. LVC 131. I've done a specific review on it and absolutely love it. And this job here, like, it's not the absolute flattest clear that I could get out of this, right? But what I actually like about this clear is it's gone back to I can adjust the peel by using a different gun and a bit different sort of spraying technique, right? So this is a 1.30. Anyone who knows the 1.30 knows that they're an absolute cannon. So on a hot day with this kind of clear, you just absolutely pound it on, right? And if that's what you want, that's when you pick this gun up. But if you want the more glassy, sort of a flat sort of Mazda type finish, I know, yeah, Mazda a tight peel, right? So yeah, if you want that kind of a finish, go for the CC. It's going to be, put it on a little bit more hungry and give you that sort of tighter peel. Whereas this one here will give you that more thicker, chunkier peel. But I guess my point before is I can actually manipulate the orange peel on a car with this new clear better than what I could with their old clears. It was a lot harder to get those finishes, and I was a little bit embarrassed. There's so many paint jobs that you guys have probably seen me over the years where I was actually embarrassed to share with you guys, right? I'm not embarrassed one bit to show you this. Is it the absolute flattest or best job I've ever done? No, it's not. But it looks like what a Kia Cerato should look like, right? Look, I feel like I've gone off on a bit of a tangent on this video, but hopefully, I know some of you guys love listening to me just sit there and rant behind the computer while that's all I do, right? I just sit behind the computer and watch myself paint. So you guys get to watch me paint and listen to me rant on about paint and spray guns. So hopefully you did enjoy watching this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you like the gun and you want to buy one, be sure to go over to spraygunsdirect.co.uk. They ship fast worldwide and they have competitive rates. So yeah, until next time, get out there and paint some shit. Gunman out. I'd like to say a big thanks to everyone for watching, and if you'd like to support the channel further, you're more than welcome to go over and check out some of the merchandise we've got. My personal favourite is those spray suits, so they're a good quality Colad branded spray suit with the Gunman logo on it. There's also hats, drink coolers, hoodies and t-shirts, so be sure to go over and check out the link in the description if you are interested.